Hello, my favorite people. You must really love editing or really be struggling with some of these things. I'm so happy that you have come back to hear more. And I have a mini lesson today on fanboys. So if you will recall, fanboys are coordinating conjunctions and they connect two complete sentences. FANBOYS is an acronym and it stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And they create compound sentences. Now, compound sentences just means that it's two complete sentences that are connected by a connector word that doesn't get attached anywhere. So you remember in our other lesson how the connector word superglues itself? Well, these do not superglue itself. You can change it around and you can move things and change your sentence however you like. It doesn't get attached. Although mostly we do not rearrange compound sentences. Mostly they are just with the connector in the middle. There are very few instances where they might be rearranged, but I can't even think of one off the top of my head. I just know that I've seen them. So today I just want to take a look. First of all, let's take a look at this sentence and this sentence. So these are my two very simple sentences, but we would never write like this. I like apples. I like apple pie. This is like, maybe kindergarten, grade 1, writing simple sentences. Subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. So to remind you, the subject is not the topic. The subject is the who or what that is doing the verb. So in all of these sentences, I have made the subject blue and the verb red. And it's convenient because it's all the same sentence. So it's always I and always like. But do remember that in your sentences, a verb is not just an action. A verb is an action or a state of being or having. So here we are, I like apples. That has a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. If I said to you, I like apples, you'd go, that's nice. You wouldn't be asking more questions. You don't need to know more information to understand that sentence. And I like apple pie, same thing. Now, if we use some of these fanboys and we plug them in here, we have I like apples, comma, and I like apple pie. So all of these already have the commas put in for you, but we're going to talk about how to know if you need a comma or if you don't. So here's what you do. I made this handy little chart. So you're going to ask yourself, is this a fanboys? Yes or no? Well, we know these are all fanboys because we purposely put them in as fanboys. So then we're going to look after the fanboys and see, is there a subject and a verb? So I'm just going to move that out of there. And I'm going to cut that out of there. And I'm going to move it down here. So there we go. And we'll be able to see the chart as we go. So look after the fanboys. So first we have to find the fanboys. So here I did 4. And I made them bold, so that we could see that this is the connector word, for. And we look after the fanboys, is there a subject and a verb? Sometimes there's a verb and not a subject. So make sure it has both. Subject, I, verb, like. All right. Yes, there's a subject and a verb. So yes, there's a comma. That easy. So you can ask yourself, practice saying this to yourself. Look after the fanboy. Is there a subject? Is there a verb? Yes, there is. So yes, there's a comma. Do you notice how the yeses are the same? So yes, a subject, yes, a verb, yes, a comma. Okay, here we go. We have but. I is the subject, like is the verb. So yes, a subject, yes, a verb, yes, a comma. Here we can add so. I like apples, so I like apple pie. Yes, a subject. Yes, a verb. Yes, a comma. All right. What if we made those sentences a little bit differently? Okay. So we have used fanboys in these sentences. And in these sentences here, we have I like apples and apple pie. So we know this is a fanboys. So is it a fanboys? Yes. Look after the fanboys. Is there a subject? No. Is there a verb? No. Is there a comma? No. So you heard yes, yes, yes before. Now we hear no, no, no. If there's even one no, we do not put a comma. I like apples, but not apple pie. But is the fanboys? We look after. Is there a subject? No. Is there a verb? No. Is there a comma? No. Okay, Mrs. Teresa, you said this was easy. You said that fanboys use commas. What's this? Okay, the words that are fanboys are not always used as coordinating conjunctions. We use the word and all the time in lists. That's not a coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions connect to complete sentences. If it is not connecting to complete sentences, it is not working like a conjunction, like a connector word. So it doesn't follow those rules. Okay, here we have, I like apples, yet I don't like apple pie. Yet, is there a subject? Yes. Is there a verb? Yes. Is there a comma? Yes. Okay, so what do we have here that makes these not get commas? Why do we have and or but in these sentences? The first one is a list of two, okay? And in a list of two, we don't use commas. We only use commas in a list of three or more. So we could say, I like apples, oranges, and grapefruits, but I do not like marmalade. And because I said, but I do not like, so we have a subject, I, and like verb, so yes, comma. But I could say, I like apples, oranges, and grapefruits, but not marmalade. Oh, then we have the same thing we have here. This is a list, positive and negative. I like this, not this. So it's a positive, negative list. Which is kind of an unusual thing to label. We don't really think about it when we do these things, but we do it all the time when we are speaking and when we're writing, and we don't even think about what they are, and that's okay. And I just gave this its own name, positive, negative. Why not? Okay, so do you have questions about fanboys and commas? Put it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Have a lovely day, everybody, and I will talk to you again soon. I look forward to helping you learn more about language arts so you can succeed at life.